APIs. We are officially launching them for Poppy right now. And the amount of things you can do with API, the world is your oyster. You can build your own chatbots. You can launch it in your own school communities or use it with your employees, and they can essentially have a knowledge base to talk with. There's so many different use cases with Poppy, what you can do with APIs. If you want to build an automation and you wished that Poppy could be inside of a Zapier step or your Make step or N8N, now you can actually do it. So any knowledge base that's inside of your Poppy boards, you can now use it outside of it. If you have a team of 50 or 100 people and they need to use Poppy, or you have a community with like 100 or 1,000 students and they want to use Poppy, but they don't need to actually get an account, but you want them to easily use it. Let's say you are a content creator, okay? And you have a school community and you want to actually make a viral content system inside of Poppy that everybody can easily use. Well, guess what? You'll just be able to right click one of the chats, send it as a chatbot to your entire audience, and they can now use Poppy instantly, which means that if you're using something like Skool, now you have a software that you can bring with it. And again, you don't need Skool. You can be doing this for anything. And now you have a software that you can actually charge your clients even more for. If you're a social media manager, you could charge your clients thousands of dollars more for actually giving them a tool that allows them to make viral content. And they don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Only you do, because you have access to the Poppy board, so they can't change anything. APIs completely change the game. The use cases are absolutely insane. We have a timer somewhere on this page and in the emails that we're sending you. And once that timer is up, you will not be getting the discount anymore. We will shut down the enrollment for the APIs, at least for a while. And if you actually join the APIs right now, me and my co-founder, we will actually work alongside you to make sure that it fits you like a glove when we launch APIs, and we fit it to your business custom for however you need. Now, the rest of this conversation that I'm going to have with Sophie, who works at Poppy, and this is actually super valuable because we deep dive into the use cases and what we could do and what are the benefits that you might get out of using Poppy. So I highly recommend you watch this if you have any level of interest in Poppy. And as of now, it's only going to be available on the Power User plan. So if you want to use the APIs, you have to get that. With that said, I'm going to roll it and watch and enjoy it, and it's going to blow your freaking mind. Watch till the end.
What is up, you guys? You asked and we delivered. APIs are here. I have a question. High level, my understanding of what APIs are like the ability to like plug Poppy in to different things and be able to use like Zapier and Make.com with Poppy. Is that correct?
That's completely right. Yeah.
Okay, cool. What are some of the use cases that we might be seeing? We have the WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, could you explain a bit?
Yeah, absolutely. So APIs are just like, it's insane because it just opens up the whole world for what you can use Poppy for. Up until now, Poppy is something you can only use within Poppy itself. Like you go to this domain that says app.getpoppy.ai, and then you can use it. The beautiful thing with, let's say, having APIs is that if you wanted to now have a mobile version of Poppy, you could have it today. You can just literally have an automation where you can connect it to your WhatsApp and then talk to it. I mean, as a matter of fact, we actually did it, and we have like where we're chatting back and forth with the WhatsApp. There's so many use cases. You can add it as a Zapier step inside of your, if you're building an automation, and automation, you can put it in there. So your Poppy board can, for example, be Better Email is a tool that I have built, which helps send me important emails. Okay. It literally, because I hate emails, so I never check my emails. I literally will only sit there, and I have automation set up. So I get a text message on my phone. Oh, look at that.
Pudgy.
Yeah. Fat and dumb. That's how we like them. So I literally have an automation that'll like text my phone about an important email that I have. And if it's not an important email, it does not get sent to me. So, if it's related to the IRS, if it's related to apartment mortgage, if it's related to anything important, healthcare, exactly. Anything that's like important, urgent, that is very related to my life will come to me directly as a text message, like summarized, very short, and in a normal human-friendly language, not like professional ChatGPT language. And then I even get a response back of what to reply to it. So sometimes it'll be an email thread, okay? So imagine you get an email where you're going back and forth with like a B2B team over like 15 emails back and forth, and it's like 3 people involved. So that's something complicated. When you're trying to reply to them back, you're gonna need to read the past 15 emails, get caught up on like what everybody was talking about, and then send your 16th email, for example, as a reply. However, for me, what will happen is not only will I quickly just get like a 1-sentence summary, but I'll actually get a reply to those 15 emails written from me that has like what the negotiation should be and what the next steps are, whatever. And I just copy that from my text message and I just click a button, send it back as an email. And so it just saves me like hours of my time. We could just set it up for you if you get the APIs during this launch that we're doing.
That's another bonus, okay?
Yeah, I'll personally set it up for you. And so basically what happened was I was getting sponsorship deals that normally I would have ignored, and I was closing them because it's really hard for me to separate all the bullshit sponsorship deals from like the good ones. This would give me the good ones. You can build stuff like that with Poppy. So what you could do is you could just build a board that's trained specifically on telling you what's important emails for you. For example, for you, you have a brand around AI and tech. So for you, if you got sponsorship opportunities around AI and tech, it should not only send them to you, but even prepare a reply for you, and you can just like reply back. So you could train your Poppy board to do that. Maybe I can come up with a better name, but I think of it as like a decision-making board. So it's like, this is your board that like decides what should happen. So if you get an email, it decides to mark it as important or not important based on your criteria, and then give you the breakdown in a specific way. And so imagine like Gmail is your first step, right? So your automation starts with Gmail, like anytime you get a new email. Then your second step is Poppy. And so your Gmail goes to Poppy and it goes, is this an important email or not? And if it is, like, give me the important, summary out of it, all that stuff. It sends that back. And then you have a Twilio step that'll basically send you the text message of the email.
And Twilio is another software that connects your...
Exactly. It allows you to basically send text messages.
Yeah, so you can literally create a filter. So like all this shit goes to whatever. Yep. Like if I get another brand proposal from AI startup in China, it's not going to come to me. I don't want to see that.
Exactly. Right. So like normal emails can't filter between that. Like Gmail filters won't help you with that. And like Outlook filters or whatever, you'll still get like bullshit emails and all of that. I only want good quality emails. And then when it's trained on it, you can give it some examples of what type of emails. You only get that stuff, and it just makes it so damn good.
Awesome. Okay. So that's kind of what APIs are. So they like allow Poppy to now actually not be stranded on an island and actually talk to other apps. So one example would be the Better Email. One example would be any Zapier step, the WhatsApp chatbot. So essentially, like you could pick up your phone and text it, be like, send your Poppy board a WhatsApp voice note, and then it would just put it on your board.
Yeah, essentially. I mean, you can custom build whatever the hell you want. But yeah, we built a prototype where we could like literally just talk to our WhatsApp, send a message, and it literally puts it on our board.
That is game changing.
It's really wild.
Okay. The other workflow is for content creation at scale when you couple it with like HeyGen, right?
Yeah. Oh, fuck. Holy shit. You're a fucking... Yeah. Actually,
Naz actually brought that up.
Yeah, so you can now do that with Poppy. So like you could have the first Zapier step as whatever you want it to be. One of your steps can be the Poppy board, so like your script and whatnot. Your third step can be HeyGen. So literally from your Poppy board, like the next step would be HeyGen. So it'll literally make a video avatar, like video for you. And the script that just came out of Poppy will be now coming out of HeyGen video automatically.
That is buck wild. And then you literally are done. You don't have to film it. You don't have to write your own script. You just post it.
Exactly. That's right. And just in case somebody doesn't know what HeyGen is, it's like, basically it's a video clone of you or any avatar, and you can give it a script and it will make a faceless video for you. I mean, it'll use your face or somebody else's face, make a video, and you just give it a script and then it'll automatically do that. So with Poppy, combine it.
Okay, so then if I'm a business owner, like what kind of problems would this solve for me?
That's a good question. So
probably like a million, but
yeah. So for example, like let's say you have, I'll give you guys a few examples. So we had one customer at Poppy that has 200 salespeople across the world that are doing remote sales for him. He needs all of them to have information to his pharmacy, and he does stuff that is very specific. And so there's a lot of doctor specific knowledge that these salespeople won't know that only he has. And so what his use case would be is to have all of that knowledge inside of a Poppy board. And then his salespeople should be able to just speak to that chat bot and get all that information without necessarily having a Poppy account or coming in and messing up his data. Because if you give 200 people access to your Poppy board, they're going to fuck up the Poppy board. But like, he just wants to build one knowledge source, and then essentially they should have like a ChatGPT type of bot, right? That they could just talk to a chat bot. They could just go back and forth and get all the knowledge and answer the sales team's answer the questions that they get when they're on a sales call. So that's one specific business use case. Second use case could be SOPs for your just team in general. So if you have knowledge that your team needs to follow and use, you can just make the board in Poppy, and then they can use that knowledge as a chatbot outside of it. So whether it's for a sales team or you have a content team that needs to follow a specific process, they can talk to your Poppy without actually being inside of your Poppy account and get benefit out of it. If you have a community and you want that community to use Poppy and you're trying to train people or whatnot, you could make a content system inside of Poppy that like already makes viral content and viral scripts, and you can share that on a Zoom call with those people, and it would blow their minds, because when you're trying to share this with them and your communities, they can now all use Poppy without having to, buy Poppy. I mean, it'll cost you your credits, but still they can use it.
That's crazy. Oh my God. Yeah. And if you have like a school community, you could even throw in a chat bot as a bonus and just dump all your videos and trainings onto the board. Do nothing else. Get your VA to do that. And now it's a trained chat bot for all your students to chat with.
Yes, exactly.
Versus if you were to do that with like not Poppy and just regular ChatGPT, you would have to go and get all the transcripts from those and then explain it and then train it. And then it would take 8 zillion hours, and you would probably throw your computer at a wall.
Exactly. So now like all your students can just be like talking to your course the entire time while they're even going through it. They can be talking to it, learning from it, not just learning from it, but literally applying. Imagine they buy your course. Sure, they can learn everything and then use that to write a fucking script, or you can just save them all the time. And as soon as they buy your course, they just plug in information about them and boom, it just gives them an epic script. And they're like, oh, thanks. Like, and they get to work right away.
Holy.
The whole idea is to get your students results, right? And if you can get them results faster, you lower the amount of sacrifice they have, and then they're even happier to pay you more, not less. Oftentimes people think, oh, if they don't get my 500 videos, then it's not a valuable course. No, it's actually even more valuable. And that's why people will pay more.
This is a huge unlock.
It's really crazy.
That is just like they can charge like $1,000 more extra for their course.
Your high ticket program will have way more retention. Your paid course community will have way more fucking retention. Like, people might leave your subscription. Like, imagine somebody's in your school community. Okay, like I know all of you guys know about school communities and MRR and everybody goes crazy, but look at your fucking churn. After 2 or 3 months, I bet you everybody's leaving or canceling. Just like I've seen a lot of your guys' school statistics. And also I know because I was running an education company. After 2 or 3 months, 99% of the people cancel education subscriptions because they've already gotten the education. What else do they need it for? And if you have something actually valuable, like where they can use your content system, basically now you're giving them a software, and people don't leave something that they need, right? And so now you're selling a SaaS within the school community. So now you actually have a recurring software system. You could sell that, and now you make a fuck ton more money because people will stick way longer than 3 months. They're not going to lose a content system that they were just like making viral content from.
Holy shit. Yeah. Because people have the knowledge and then they have their desired outcome, but they need to apply it to get there.
Yes.
And people are lazy, and 5% of people do that, but the 95% don't. But what if you got a software that's bespoke to you or white, like, oh my God, that is.
Yeah, like, because now it's your software essentially.
Because a lot of creators, like they'll like do the course and then they'll do the school and then, but like and then the next step is like they create their own software. Oh my God. Or you just charge people to use your software. Holy shit.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. So like if you had a high ticket program that you were selling for $3,000, you could sell it for $4,000 or $5,000 now, make $2,000 per person. In a year, you could make an extra $50,000 or $100,000 on top of the $2,400 or whatever you fucking pay us.
This is wild. So because before you needed to have a Poppy subscription to get the benefits of Poppy, but now anyone can. It's kind of a sewer for us, but not really. huge unlock for creators.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
You know, they're using the creators credits. So like if you're a creator
Yes.
and it's your community, like when they're using credits, they're using your credits. So when you're on the API plan, you will, you know, the whole reason if you upgrade to the power user plan, you also now have like 10 times more credits almost.
Yeah.
You have 16,000 credits per month. So then you can have not just you use it, but a bunch of people from your community use it as well.
This is buck wild, man. Oh my God. Or even I'm just thinking like these people who like run like sales courses, like they train people how to be like high ticket closers or whatever. Like
if you have a sales team with a bunch of people, like boom, you can actually drop in your training into the chatbot, let's just say, because again, you might not want to give access to all 10, 20, 30, 50 of your employees or, you know, people that are working with you. So you can just make the board and tell it like what to look for and how to train people and what a good sales call looks like. And then as one of the sales reps, when you just use a chatbot, you upload your video or you upload your Zoom call and all of a sudden it just gives you all the feedback back.
that is next fucking level. Holy crap.
Yeah.
My next question is how do you actually set these APIs up? Like, is it as easy as like drag and drop?
Setting up the APIs. So for example, right now, you're going to need to basically do some work. So you're going to need to go to Zapier and then, you know, add a step and then basically set it up there. So,
well, I was going to say, we'll actually provide the templates for you.
Yeah. So if you actually join it during this launch that we're doing, we'll actually just provide the templates for you. So it will just be plug and play and you don't have to use a lot of your brain.
Or it's included in the 2400?
It's included. Yeah. So if you get the power user plan, it's actually included. If you get it now during these next 4 days, we'll actually give you the templates with it if you join. And if the template doesn't exist for something you want, like I'll personally get on a call with you and help you.
Okay,
Exactly.
this might be unhinged, but it just gave me another idea. You know how people hire like growth operators or like community managers?
So like community managers, I mean, yeah, like, hey, you have any support questions, you can talk, like just go here and then the Poppy board just talks to them. Yeah,
Oh
LinkedIn,
my
you could do something like that.
God. I want to gatekeep all of this.
Thank
We literally just unlocked our ideal avatar in this call.
A lot of people are out there making more money than you, living a better life than you, and they're doing it faster than you. And oftentimes it's actually not because they have some crazy advantage, but sometimes they've discovered a hack or a way to do it faster. This is that for you. If you want your customers to get results in 1 day rather than 3 months, this will allow you to do it. If you want to charge them almost twice as much and not feel like you're selling out, you're giving them something fucking valuable, this will allow you to do it. If you're interested in taking your churn rate and lowering it by, I don't know, 3 to 4 times and going from everybody cancels your school community 2 to 3 months, but now this stays 6 months or 12 months or more than 1 year, this will allow you to do it because now you basically just have a software. Your education is now a software instantly with the click of a fucking button.
And yeah, and you need zero tech skills. Zero. If you can drag and drop shit,
we will help you set it up, like give you templates and we will work with you to plug it into your school community. We'll work with you, plug it in so you're using it. Because remember, this is the first wave of API users that we're getting. And so we can give you an insane amount of white glove service, like if you get it in the next 4 days, because once we start to have like hundreds of people using these APIs and then thousands eventually, it'll be really hard for me as the co-founder to work with you, or like Sophie to come in and work with you, or Nas to come in and work with you. But we will work with you in a one-on-one capacity. If those things are valuable to you and you want your community and people on your team or your employees to be like 2 times more valuable, make you more money, and essentially are just interested in making more profit at the end of the day, and you want to do it as, you know, as easily as we possibly can, we'll work with you to take away any pain that's associated with it. So like it can be an instant setup, then join it, like become a power user. Do it, because after these 4 days, we will take away the discount, we will take away a lot of the bonuses, and we cannot guarantee that we will actually set it up for you because we'll already get a bunch of people. So if you join these 4 days, we'll work with you, we'll set you up so you're happy, and we'll literally tuck you in bed and sing lullabies to you.
this is unbelievably, we're undercharging this shit out. Like, holy, you get a like access to like an exclusive power user group, one like white glove support. That's like worth more than the freaking API
and
power user plan.
exactly. And if one of us is working with you, like if I'm working with you, for example, like I've sold millions of dollars of like high ticket, and we have a YouTube channel that's over 1 million subscribers. And so like we can work with you and give you insights into your content as well, and we can give you insights into like what you should be charging for your product and services. So like you will get a lot of business coaching and help alongside that too, because we're going to work with you to make sure you succeed. And that's something that you're not really going to get, right? A lot of software people will not care about any of that stuff.
No.
Or might not even know that stuff.
Well, how much would you charge for a coaching call like that, one-on-one?
I mean, for a 30-minute coaching call, I would charge about $2,500.
And you're paying $2,400 for this per fucking year for this.
And you'll have text access to us. So if you need help, whatever, just message us and we'll help you. And what we will actually throw in there as well is we'll do 2 coaching calls per month with everybody that's a power user. So we'll have a private exclusive group chat with you guys like WhatsApp, and we'll do calls. And so everybody that becomes a power user is going to be a big player in the community. And they're going to have, most of these guys are already killing it on their school communities or YouTube and content in general. And so if you join it, you're going to have access and you're going to have a network of these people, and you guys can fucking become a business partner tomorrow. I mean, that's how, Naz and I became business partners, and this is how Poppy happened. You should join it now until this countdown timer is there. Because once this countdown timer goes away, then basically you will not be able to get it at the discount, and you won't get the bonuses that we're actually mentioning right now that you will actually get. So for example, the templates, us working with you to set it up custom, access to us, and then 2 monthly coaching calls for power users and an exclusive community. That's only available if you join like right now within whatever the time limit is left. And once that timer below or above or somewhere is done, or whatever time we mentioned in the email, then it's done.